I built a netherite factory in hardcore Minecraft that gives me 1,000 netherite per day. You guys made it go viral on Reddit, so I decided to add a production line that automatically turns netherite into armor, and a few other cool parts that you probably haven't seen before. But Damien, netherite can only be found in the nether. You're so smart. And also, there's no such thing as a netherite farm. Well, now there is. And I will tell you my secret on how to get an infinite netherite just a little bit later. But first things first, I spent an entire hour clearing out this area where I will be building the factory. One thing you need to know is that I'm actually terrible at building, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna start by building the Nether Portal, and for the purpose of the aesthetics, the portal needs to be extremely large, so here's my massive portal. Those of you saying that it's just an average size portal? Silence, peasants. I didn't really think this through. Turns out, pistons cannot push blocks through the portal. That's okay, I'm just gonna have to find another way. Let me try making a hole in the middle of the portal so that we can have the blocks come through it. Oh, silly me, I forgot that the portal has to be a rectangle. In that case, it seems like I have no other choice. Montage time. There we go, that is definitely one single portal with a hole that leads to the nether. Now we can easily push blocks through it. To make it look infinite, what I will have to do is a loop. So I will place a piston there, another one there, dig a tunnel back to the start point, and a piston there. Now I need to put observers next to every piston to detect any movement and use redstone to connect the observers to the pistons so when a block moves, the piston will activate. Time to test it. Fill out the whole thing with stone, place one block in front of the observer, and that is Hey, I'm making a video, you're ruining my shot. Go make your own videos. Where was I? Oh right, that is beautiful. Now all I need to do is replace the stone with actual ancient debris. Let's go to my nether base and take some. Since I have infinite netherite stores, I have as much ancient debris as I need. And now, just take all the stone out and put your ancient debris in. And there we go, infinite loop of ancient debris coming straight from the nether. The next thing I need to do is make it look like that ancient debris is getting turned into a netherite ore. And with a dispenser, that should be pretty simple. I just need to put a little redstone loop to this observer, and with that, the dispenser should be throwing out the items. The dispenser does need to throw out netherite ore infinitely, so I'm also going to turn this into a loop by making the netherite go into this water slide, which will lead into a water elevator. All I need to do is wall this off, fill it with water, put sandstone at the bottom, fill out the inside with kelp, put signs so that the water won't spill like this, and when I break the bottom kelp, it turns into a water elevator. And it works great. Place another sign up here and water to push the netherite into these hoppers and back into the dispenser. For the aesthetics, I decided to go with the red netherite brick. It looks compatible with the netherrack and it makes it look like the production line is getting sophisticated. Plus, it just looks really good. Right next to it, I made this giant furnace with 3 smelting points to make it look like the netherite ore is being refined. Right after the furnace, we will make a netherite block conveyor belt. Now, since I've done this before, in my video script I wrote, I think that this was the simplest one so far. However, for some reason, I just couldn't get it to work, so I'm gonna skip all of that to the point where it was already working. And now to test it, just place a block there and oh wow, that looks amazing. I'm really happy with that. And of course, as usual, aesthetics, we just gotta make it look good. And once this refined block gets pressed, it needs to turn into an armor piece. Now, this part of the production line is tricky because if I put an armor stand on the block and push it, that happens. So I have to use honey blocks so that the stands will stick. The problem is that everything else also sticks. So the best option we have is to use blocks that don't stick, like sand. The problem with sand is that it falls. So I will put non-movable objects like obsidian on the floor and I will place glazed terracotta between the honey blocks so they don't stick to each other. Now that I've finished that, I will just wire it with some redstone and let's see what I messed up this time. Oh wow, it works. So the previous build, which was supposed to be easier, took me 2 hours, but this one works first try? I guess I'll take that. And once again, it's time for the aesthetics. Seeing those armor stands empty like this just makes me feel sad, so I'm gonna make some netherite armor and just randomly equip them. Much better. And the last piece of this puzzle is the automated armor pod. So I'm gonna put dispensers all around this block. I'm gonna put a pressure plate on the block, and I'm going to wire it all up with redstone. So let's go ahead and let's see if I'm gonna get armored up automatically. Wow, I love this invisible armor. Hahaha, I know, I'm hilarious, but don't worry, as soon as I put actual armor into the dispensers, it's gonna work just fine. Now it's time to finally make the building. And as I was doing this outline, I noticed that in the back I was missing some space. So I went ahead and cleared it out. It took me an hour. After long and hard examination, I decided that the only blocks that look kinda good with the red nether brick are the dipslate brick and the endstone brick. So I made the pillars out of the dipslate brick and the walls out of the endstone brick. I know it looks like shit, but hey, just give me a break. I tried my best. After what turned out to be a painful 8 hours of construction, I realized that I don't really like the windows, so I decided to break them all and replace them with a black window pane. Emphasis on the pane, cause that took me another hour. Okay, so the factory is done, however, it is very dark in here, and the windows don't really help, so I need some magic, and from what I've heard, video editing allows me to just fly out of here, and when I come back, there should be light. I actually really like how that turned out, like it just gives me nether vibes, it's just amazing. Now you might be wondering, why is there so much empty space behind? Well, it's a surprise. A surprise that took me another 6 hours to make, however, you're getting it in 10 seconds. In order to make this, I'm gonna need a lot of quartz. I'm talking thousands, so I'm gonna go to the nether. And here I tried to do a mining montage, but this pig rudely interrupted me, so... Oh wait, where's my sword? Okay, I need to go back and grab my sword. It was in my inventory the whole time. Okay, let's go back to the nether. And what exactly are you looking at? Huh? Hey, I'm talking to you, come back here. Were you laughing at me? Oh, okay, I'll let it slide this time. And you get what you deserve, and you get what you deserve. Hey little guy, do you miss your daddy? I just killed him, so are you gonna attack me? No? Okay, back to the montage. Hello there, friend. I'm gonna need that quartz. Are you gonna shoot me if I try to take it? Huh? I'll take your silence as a no. And this is a great time for me to mention that none of you are subscribed. Literally 99.6% are not subscribed. So if you enjoyed this video so far, please make sure to subscribe. Now that I have all the quartz that I need, as you're watching this time-lapse, do you know what I'm building yet? That's right, I'm inside of a ghast. No, not like that, shut up. Since the basic shape is done, I need to add the gray outlines on the top and on the sides. And finally, after a lot of time and a lot of mistakes, I managed to do the ghast's eyes, and as well as the ghast's mouth. It does spit fire. What color is your ghast? And the very last part is on the blank front side to make the Netherite logo. What? Did I really just say logo? Doesn't matter, took me a lot of time to figure out the colors, and honestly, I am very happy with it. And I just realized how big the factory is compared to my house. In total, this netherite factory took me nearly 25 hours to build, and this video took me 12 hours to record and edit. Luckily, I am the only one suffering, because it would take you only 1 second to like the video and 5 seconds to leave a comment. I would say that's a pretty fair trade. Hey, this is how I get infinite netherite. Don't tell anyone.